Hi, it's Red Recapped here. Today I'm going to describe a movie called Level 16, which was released in 2018. There are some spoilers ahead. Let's start the movie without further ado. The movie opens in a boarding girls' school where there is no window. Unlike all the schools, they are held fully uneducated that they can't even write down their names. Instead of that, they were brainwashed into accepting some traits as feminine virtues, such as cleanliness, sweetness, patience and obedience. They must also avoid vices like anger and curiosity, while there is some strict punishment for disobedience. The girls are told that the school protects them from the toxic air outside and that their practices get them ready for adoption by high-level society, who will only opt the girls if they are clean and obedient. The school has 16 levels. To get adopted, students must reach level 16. That's why they enthusiastically want to reach that level. Despite the strict laws, they are still vibrant and happy. At the beginning of the movie, we are shown two 10-year-old girls, Vivian and Sophia, talking warmly while they are at level 10. The two hope that one day they will be adopted by the best family in high society and live a happy life. According to the rule, they have to do cleanliness chores in front of the monitoring camera. The girls line up and obediently follow the instructions, one by one. Before Vivian's turn, her best friend Sophia drops her jar and walks off the line, which was against the rules. Vivian rushes to help but misses her spot, causing the red buzzer to start blaring. Knowing there is a severe punishment for unclean girls, she starts washing up anxiously, wailing and begging for help, but to no avail. Sophia is also crying, worrying about her friend. But there's nothing much she can do about it. Two security guards in black arrive, forcing the sobbing Vivian away. The scene then shifts to several years later, when the girls are no more vibrant. The ones who obeyed the rules move up to the next levels, including a now emotionless Vivian. The girls' routine life involves attending daily classes and watching a tape on TV which repeats the feminine virtues and vices over and over again. And all the girls must respond when they are inquired. The girls also take their daily vitamins at a certain time, while there is a sound broadcast on the speaker, instructing them to take their vitamins, as it's necessary for healthy, growing bodies and also prevents diseases. One day the principal, Miss Brixill, visit them in the assembly room. Miss Brixill informs them since they have completed level 15, they will all be moved up to level 16. They are given their new hall assignment by Miss Brixill. Vivian and his fellow students, Ava and Rita, are taken to the Rose Hall by guards. Vivian is shocked to find Sophia among Rose Hall girls. While Sophia feels sorry for the previous incident, Vivian treats her cold. Instead, she mentions the bed she wants to sleep on. Ava dislikes Sophia, because she is squint and weird, while Vivian reluctantly responds that she has bad eyesight. Vivian then excusing herself to the bathroom, but in fact, she starts spying on Sophia, who is suspiciously looking at the camera. Sophia finally caught Vivian somewhere and tries her best to express her sorry. But once she mentions level 10 incidents, in a fit of rage, Vivian pushes her to the wall, wanting nobody to realize she is unclean. Later that day, in the assembly room, the girls are promised by Miss Brixill that they'll soon be adopted by a sponsored family. Because of that, they are given new clothes which labeled their names, while they are unable to read them. Despite that, all the girls are happy, besides Sophia and Vivian. The following day, Sophia manages to switch school chores with a girl to be able to speak with Vivian. Vivian tries to distract her back to assigned chores, but Sophia ends up giving her the message. She insists Vivian to not take the daily vitamins during the meal break, claiming that the vitamins are majorly sedatives which force them to sleep. Just then, the conversation is interrupted by Ava. Ava suspects that Sophia is unclean, but Vivian starts chastising Ava for spying on both Sophia and her all the time. She also asserts that there's no friendship between Ava and her, leaving Ava speechless. During the meal break, Vivian fakes taking vitamins. She then rushes to the bathroom and spits out the pill in the bathroom and flushes it away. Most of the girls are happy about their promising future, except for Vivian and Sophia. All the girls who take pills fall asleep in a few seconds, besides Vivian. Vivian tries to awaken Ava, but to no avail. From a few beds away, Sophia whispers that she never wakes up, because of the vitamins. She reveals to Vivian if any guard shows up, she must pretend to be asleep, while Vivian believes the guards aren't allowed into the dorm. Just then, Sophia heard a lock outside and rushed back to her bed. Miss Brixill, along with two guards, appear and choose Vivian and another girl, Olivia, to carry them away to the lounge. Sophia worries to find Vivian is taken away. At the lounge, Miss Brixill exhibits the sleeping girls to an aging rich couple, who finally picks Olivia, planning to buy her, while the man shows some signs of abusing behavior. Carrying back to the dorm, Vivian shares with Sophia that they are not supposed to be adopted but will be sold to rich families. Sophia suggests that they must flee, while Vivian still believes the outside air is poisonous. They are alerted that Miss Brixel and the guards are about to come again. Sophia rushes to her bed, and this time she is the one who is carried away by the guards. Vivian finds the door unlocked, so he steps out but finds Miss Brixel walking up to her, so she hides behind the door. Vivian overhears Miss Brixel's phone call as she's expressing her concern about one of the security guard, named Alex, who touches the girls in a molesting way. Miss Brixel requests on the phone that he must not be around the girls unsupervised. Once she walks off, Vivian manages to reach the hall, but notices that the outer door requires key card access. So she returns to the dorm. During the night, several other girls are taken to the lounge and subsequently returned. Sophia is carried back to the dorm. She reminds Vivian that they must escape one way or the other. Senior students are summoned to a checkup with Dr. Miro, whose voice is heard every day at vitamins time. Dr. Miro prescribed a series of vaccines to all the girls as he claimed that there was a fever outbreak in one of the halls. Most of the girls develop a crush on him once they visit. Vivian clearly likes him as well, but she hides it from other girls. The girls have a movie night ahead, of which they call a moving picture. The movies are also very limited to the concept of which school plans to control the girls' minds towards, like beauty and skin care. In the community room, the girls can be seen playing board games and enjoying themselves. All of a sudden, one of the girls, named Veronica, has a seizure. Vivian rushes to her, while Ava thinks that they have to call the guards because one unclean girl could infect all the girls around. She is taken to Dr. Miro. On her way back, Sophia manages to see her arm. She is shocked to find the injection gives the poor girl painful rashes. Back to Dr. Miro the following day, Vivian finds him as a confidant, as he is kind towards Vivian. But when Vivian tries to share her worry with him, he discovers that she has been skipping her vitamins. So he injects her with an enriched dosage. The injection was so strong that Vivian's eyes got blurry and she felt severely dizzy. When she puts forward how she feels, Sophia calms her down. Sophia also reveals to Vivian when she first stopped taking pills, it felt like her mind was working well for the first time. Later in the communal room, the two are still whispering about their plan of escape. During the discussion, Vivian gets emotional and raises her voice, which is overheard by Ava. Ava decides to report him to the principal, seeing anger as a vice in her. Despite a fellow student opposed, Ava lures her into getting a good placement if they follow school instructions. Shortly after, they are summoned to the assembly room. Miss Brixel arrives and abruptly parts Vivian from others, which makes Sophia extremely anxious. Vivian is taken to the basement and locked inside a 1-by-1 box for the night as a punishment. As Vivian spends the night in despair, Sophia notices Alex sneaking into the dorm. When he touches a random girl, Sophia attacks to obtain the card, but is overpowered by Alex. She finally fakes fainting and smashes an iron into Alex's face. When she gets the card, she rushes to Vivian's help right away. Just then, the buzzer started blaring, forcing Sophia to leave. While Vivian yells behind her to not abandon her once again. Soon, Sophia gets captured by them. It's revealed Dr. Miro and Miss Brixel are in a relationship. They have an argument over business, as their powerful criminal clients want them to restock some new girls against the couple's will and financial situation. In the following scene, an enraged Brixel returns to Vivian and unlocks her, taking her into the assembly room. Miss Brixel and Dr. Miro brief the girls that they were unable to locate Sophia's stolen keycard, so they ask the girls about that. When they are unable to obtain it, Rita is taken downstairs for punishment, with the group being warned that another girl will be imprisoned every day till the card is found. To make sure all the girls take their vitamins, Miss Brixel decides to personally put the pills into students' mouths from now on. When it's Vivian's turn, Miss Brixel makes sure that she completely swallows the pills. Feeling danger with her, Mrs. Brixel also tells her she will join her new family tomorrow. Later that night, Vivian struggles to stay awake by putting herself in physical pain. After a bit of searching, she finally finds the key card behind her headboard. Heading downstairs to rescue Sophia, she manages to unscrew the door after the key card doesn't work. On her way, she makes some noises which are heard by Miss Brixel. As they face, Brixel is trying to inject Vivian. But an enraged Vivian beat her down and gave her the injection. Before rushing to Sophia, she gets a chance to witness the beautiful moon for the first time in her life. But soon rushes downstairs and finds Sophia in jail. The girls embrace each other while sobbing. After checking around the place, they find themselves in a crude operating room full of corpses. They are petrified of finding the missing Rita dead while her skin has been removed. Vivian tries to persuade Sophia to escape, no wasting time. But Sophia refuses to do so without the other girls. While Sophia goes to get them, Vivian discovers a video in the lounge that reveals the facility is actually a rejuvenation health center run by Miro. The girls are brought up in a sterile environment so that their skin can be implanted on wealthy buyers. Sophia attempts to alert the other girls about their scenario, but they are skeptical at first. Vivian takes Miss Brixel to the rest of the group and forces her to confess, revealing that Sophia is the one who is telling the truth. They convince the girls out of the clinic, closely chased by the guards, after locking Miss Brixel in the box. Sophia is injured during a fight, but the two narrowly flee by concealing themselves in a shed behind a security door. When the guards are unable to open the door, Miro reaches and tries to trick Vivian into accompanying him outside and assisting him in rounding up the other girls, revealing that their biological parents sold them to the facility as baby girls. Miro is overcome with grief when Vivian cuts her face with the scalpel, knowing that Miro only cares about her skin. Soon after, minions drag Miro away to see their superior, the operations mastermind. A gunshot is heard, implying that Miro has been killed for losing control of the center. Sophia and Vivian are depleted and fall asleep inside the shed. The following morning, they woke up to find the door broken down by Belarusian officers and emergency service staff, who had already discovered the other girls. Sophia and Vivian end up safe and hold hands. It's the first time they get mesmerized by both the beautiful rainfall and the sunlight's freshness charm. That's all from the video. Thanks for watching.